Hi traders, this is Forex Nelson and I'm back today with another 10 trades I did. Today's date is May the 11th and I'm using my new Pro Scalper trading system. It's a template. Had a trader asking me, what is this Pro Scalper? Well, it's just a system that I put together and made a template. And you're looking at the template for the MT4 platform. It does give buy and sell signals. Like when it's red, you'll get a pop-up box as such, right here. Give an audio sound and a pop-up box telling you to either buy or sell. And the time, keep in mind, you are not going to take every pop-up alert. You do have to check higher time frames. I call it drilling down the lights. And you got to put the trend in your favor. And then, of course, when you get the signal, if everything is looking good, at that point you can take the trade. Now, before I get into these trades, something very important I want to tell you is that all trading systems will work less than 50% of the time. Now, it did take me 8 years and over 700 trading systems to learn that. To get that up to 80% or higher, you will have to learn how to trade the flow of the market, which is what I teach. You will also have to learn trade management and money management. To be successful in trading, all you need is a lot of chart time, lot of education. I provide the education. And just to let you know, I do have over 50,000 hours of chart time. Now you must buy the education. The free stuff on YouTube is no good. And then you must do the homework or you will fail at trading. Also, if you like this video, please give it a thumbs up and please subscribe to my YouTube channel. This will encourage me to do more of these videos. Now, if you leave your name and email address, I'll put you on my email list for free weekly trading tips. Now, most of these trades I traded, I call it a great way to trade. That's using all the indicators on the top and the bottom. And this is the first one, the pound Swiss, is a perfect example of it. Pound Swiss, let's see where I got in at. Just to let you know, most of these trades were taken between around 7 and 8 a.m. New York time. And I close most of them out by around 9 o'clock, 8:30 to 9 a.m. in the morning. Now the trigger system, this Pro Scalper, was telling me to buy from right way back here. Still is suggesting a buy, but it is having an extreme hard time to break the top. I thought, and I was hoping, that's all you can do is you take the trade and hope it's going to keep going in your favor. But after I saw it stumbling here, I decided just to close it out. I'd rather have a very small winner than a much bigger loser. So I took the trade here at this cursor and I closed it out. It looks like with 1 pip, and 1 pip on the pound Swiss paid $110. And this is the main reason I do more than 1 trade a day. Because if all I did was the pound Swiss, I'd be sitting around for hours and hours to get 1 pip. So I highly recommend, and it's a very good tip, try to do at least 3 trades or more. I usually do between 5 and 10. Very rarely will I do more than 10, as when I put in 10 trades, I know I'm going to have some winners. And then, of course, I would just manage the trades that are not going in my favor. So remember, you got to get trade management in order. Pound New Zealand, let's take a look at this one. Drag and drop this up. I could have stayed in the trade for more pips here, but all I do is I keep an eye at the total, and when I got more than more than 100 pips, I am basically happy, and I just close out the trades. Usually I try to be finished between 9 and 10 in the morning, and most days that is the way I am trading. But if I get to the computer a little bit later, then everything will be shifted a little bit later. Took the trade. Scalper was saying to buy from here. Everything was looking good, especially when I did take the trade. And as I said, I just closed it out when I was happy. And at that point, I ended up with 4 pips, and 4 pips on the pound New Zealand paid $290. Okay, moving right along to the next pair, pound dollar. Let's see where I got in at. Same thing here on this big blue candle. And looks like I got out at the right time, because if you don't get trade management in order, look at this, would have went from a winner to a loser. Remember, trade management, get that in order. Went a little bit against me, 5 pips, and I closed it out with 10 pips. And 10 pips on the pound dollar gave me $1,000. Moving on to the next pair, pound CAD. And by the way, this trade was also what I call a great way to trade, using all the indicators on the charts. Pound CAD, another perfect example of a great way to trade. This is exactly what I'm looking for every day. It comes with a very high success rate as long as you do and follow the rules. You know, trying to buy up here is suicide. And I teach all of these tips and tricks within the training videos. Remember, you need good training education. If you don't get that, you will fail. Took the trade at this cursor, and most of these trades I could have stayed in for more pips, but as I said, once I get 100 or more pips, I just shut things down and, take the rest of the day off. Ended up with 13 pips here, and 13 pips on the pound CAD paid $1,073. Once you learn how to trade the flow of the market, which is what I do and what I teach, you're going to have a lot of fun trading. Next trade, Euro CAD. Let's check this out. I did this trade actually twice, and I don't know why. I guess I just didn't see the first one in, and I clicked and I did it again. I was up really late last night, and little human errors, but not a big deal. I took the trade twice, and they were both winners. I knew I was going to have a winner, so I wasn't overly worried about it. And all these trades, all I do is I put my auto stop in here. It's right here. I put in a default 30 pips and a default 100 pip target. They are just default. I don't live and swear by it. I just want to pop it in for just in case the market does something disastrous. But anyhow, you can see my stop right here. And if I walked away from the computer, not paying attention to the trades, I would have had a loser after having a winning trade. So remember, don't turn a winning trade into a losing trade. Did go against me 6 pips, and I closed it out being happy with 13 pips. And 13 pips on this EuroCAD trade paid $1,074. Now we can just remove these cursors, just reapply the template. Pro Scalper, reapply that. Let's see the second trade. Got in at looks like less than an hour later, I just took the trade again. Like I said, I just knew it was going to go up, so in the trade again, grabbing, looks like 15 pips, same situation. It would be hitting my stop right now if I walked away from the computer. But this paid out 15 pips, and 15 pips on the Euro CAD paid $1,238. Moving along to the next pair, Euro Aussie. Let's see where I got in at. Again, another perfect example of a great way to trade. Took the trade here, did go against me about 8 pips, and I closed it out here. Could have got more pips, but I was, at this point in time, I was happy with 19 pips. And 19 pips on the Euro Aussie paid $1,488. And of course, if I wasn't paying attention, I would have turned this winner into a loser, as my stop was right here. There's the stop. Moving right along, Euro New Zealand. Love trading with my Pro Scalper. It gives pop-up alerts, draws my attention, and by the way, the pairs you're looking down here are the ones that I focus on every day. I call them my workhorses. They pump out the most number of pips, and I'm here trading to grab. You know, I don't want to be trading something that's only doing 30 pips average daily range. So this one happens to have a ADR, top left corner, 96 pips. Today already did 74, and when it hits the ADR, high, low, it'll thicken up a nice thick red in color. Hasn't hit the ADR yet. Euro New Zealand, let's see where I got in at. So from here, pop-up alert, took the trade. Now this one here was not a great example of a great way to trade. This way of trading, I teach in the training videos called How to Trade Around the Goal Line. And that's how I put in this trade. And as it was going up, my stop loss, which is right there, that little cursor, kept moving it up so that it was impossible as it was going up for me to have a loser. Now I closed out the trade here with 22 pips and 22 pips on the Euro New Zealand, paid $1,598. Another excellent trade. Let's check the next one, pound yen. Let's see what happened here. Let's see, when I actually took the trade, this was very, very close to being a great way to trade. Actually, the next candle lined up properly, but I had the signal right here, so I jumped in, went a little bit against me. There's my stop up here. Let's see, there's about a 20 pip stop. 8 pips went against me, and I closed it out at this point with 23 pips, and 23 pips on the pound yen paid $2,121. Okay, down to the last trade, pound Aussie. Drag and drop it up. Now this again did not qualify for a great way to trade, and I'm sure some traders will be saying it's red here to scalper, but I drilled down the lights from the higher time frame, and due to the fact that all the pound pairs I was buying, so that told me that the pound Aussie really should be going up, and I traded as such as I teach. There's actually not only is there the Pro Scalper, but I put that on top of one of my top best trigger systems. So this system is like having 2 of my trigger systems, 2 built into one. So traded it like I teach how to trade the goal line. I just jumped in at this cursor, and I didn't go much against me, to tell you the truth. 7 pips, and it looks like I closed it out with 28 pips, and 28 pips on the pound Aussie paid out $2,193. So another great day of trading. I got well over my 100 pips, ended up with 148 pips, and 148 pips paid out $12,190. So if your system is not producing like my Pro Scalper, I suggest you get your hands on it. If you want to get some more information, all you got to do is look right below this video and you will see this right up. It's my Pro Scalper system. I do charge $250. I teach how to trade the flow of the market. If you don't learn this, all the systems in the world you will struggle with, like less than 50%. And then especially if you don't throw in trade management, money management, you will always be on the losing side of trading. Now my system comes with 4 gigabytes of training, and you'll get an exact copy of my system on your MT4 platform. Now it comes with 5 MT4 templates, 10 custom indicators, and of course my favorite meter. Now I threw in a lot of PDF books and a lot of Word documents and 9 bonus videos. This is what you're going to need, a lot of education to succeed. Now there's a lot of ways to trade, and I do teach a lot of ways to trade. That's why there's 42 training videos. My number 1 and most favorite way to trade is called A Great Way to Trade. You will see dozens and dozens, many examples. Now you can put this on pause as we're running short of time. You can look at everything here. If you have any questions, quite simple, pick up the phone and call me. If you live too far, well, shoot me an email. Remember, there's an underscore here. I really do prefer Skype. All you got to do is click on this link. We will have Skype connection, and through Skype screen sharing, I'll give you a free session with no obligations. The reason why I do that is I'm only working 1 to 3 hours a day, and I have all day, and I don't mind helping traders. So if you want something free, you know what to do. Now if you click on this link, you will see 32 screenshots of all the different trigger systems I've been building over the years. They all work fantastic, but I do have my top favorite trigger systems. So that just about wraps up this video, and of course I'll repeat it again. If you like the video, please give it a thumbs up, and please subscribe to my YouTube channel. So until the next trade, happy trading, and remember to keep yourself and your family safe. Okay, bye for now.